Welcome to the EthicsPoll video overview of interactive polling. This service uses audience response technology to collect and discuss feedback in real time. Our flexible technology can accommodate a variety of configurations, from a single group session to multi-group sessions that link participants in offices across the country. Here's how interactive polling works. To prepare for the feedback session, EthicsPoll collaborates with the client to create discussion questions. These questions are embedded into a custom slideshow presentation. During the session, participants use their polling devices to answer these questions anonymously. A chart summarizing the group's collective feedback instantly appears on screen, providing a starting point for in-depth discussion. EthicsPoll offers two kinds of audience response devices. For in-person feedback sessions, participants typically use our handheld polling devices, called EthicsPollers. Up to 1,000 of these palm-sized pollers can be used during a single session. Participants can also provide feedback using virtual pollers. Virtual polling uses an application for mobile devices or a secure web page instead of a handheld device. This type of polling works especially well for participants at remote office locations or for audiences with over 1,000 members. With web conferencing support, participants at remote locations can also view the presenter and slideshow presentation. Both handheld EthicsPollers and virtual pollers can be used simultaneously during an interactive polling session. In preparation for the interactive polling session, EthicsPoll receives a census list of the participants. This list provides demographic information such as gender, race, ethnicity, and age, and firmographic information such as tenure, business segment, leadership status, and employment status. Questions about participants' demographic and firmographic characteristics are included in the slideshow presentation to enable live data slicing. These data slices provide deeper insight into perspectives of various subgroups within the organization. Now that we've discussed the components, here's an example of an interactive polling question and data slicing in action. This is a demographic question on gender. Participants use their handheld EthicsPollers or virtual pollers to provide their answers. And now we see the group's results. This is a firmographic question on leadership status. Again, participants submit their responses, and here are the results. This is a sample question about trust. Since participants were asked about their demographic and firmographic characteristics earlier in the presentation, we can slice the data to see how specific subgroups answered. Let's examine how the male participants responded to this question using demographic choices. These are the male responses. Now, let's examine how the female participants responded. These are the female responses. Let's examine how the leaders responded using firmographic choices. These are the leaders' responses. Now, let's examine how the non-leaders responded. And back to the original question results. Here, we can see that each demographic and firmographic subgroup responded differently to this question on trust. This data slicing feature facilitates a deeper discussion without compromising respondent anonymity. After the interactive polling session is completed, EthicsPoll compiles a custom report of the results. Report data is sliced by demographics and firmographics, with results presented in both tabular and chart formats. We also assess the validity of these results and provide confidence intervals based on data provided in the pre-session participant census. Thank you for watching this video on EthicsPoll interactive polling. For more information, please refer to the contact information on the screen.